Hey guys, Ace is here for netplay.marketing.com, and today what I want to talk to you guys about is finding time to build your business. Welcome back, guys. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about finding time to build your business. I know this is something that a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with. I know that I definitely struggle with this a lot when I first got started in my business, and it's this idea of finding time to actually be able to build your business, right? Especially if you're a lot like me. You know, I was working a full-time job when I started, into my entrepreneurial journey, and so I was only able to really work my business, part-time. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. But I feel that a lot of people even prevent themselves from getting started and working in their business because they don't see how they're going to be able to find the time to work their business, right? They can't see how they're going to be able to dedicate a few hours to their business every single day. And I think there's kind of two things to this. One is that you have this conception that you're gonna need to dedicate a lot of hours and a lot of time to be able to build your business, right? And if you really want to, let's say, take your business to that next level and be really income producing, then yes, you might have to dedicate more time to it. But when you're just getting started, if you just want to kind of either supplement your income, or if you want to just replace the income that you're making right now, you could probably easily do that by just working a few hours a day. Now, when I say that you're going to be working a few hours a day, guys, what I mean by this is that you need to be able to be ready to be productive. So there's a difference between working a lot of hours and being productive for a few hours. And I think this is the second thing that I really wanted to touch on, because the first thing is that a lot of people feel like they're going to need to dedicate a lot of time because they're used to doing that at work, right? And it's like all the statistics are out there, and it's already a known fact that a lot of people they do just the bare minimum amount of work to kind of keep their jobs, and a lot of employers pay people just enough so that they will stay. But with that goes a lot of times where people aren't being productive at work, right? There's a lot of people who are just wasting time, with the water cooler talk, or just watching YouTube videos while they're at work when they get a minute. And so there's a lot of time that's just being wasted, and people are getting paid for it, right? And so they're kind of used to that sort of feel. But when it comes to your business, as an entrepreneur, the great thing is that you have control of your schedule. The horrible thing about being an entrepreneur is that you have control of your schedule. And so what I mean by this, guys, is that you've got to learn to be very disciplined when it comes to running your business. You have to become disciplined on being productive in your business. So what I really want to get across to you guys here is that if you dedicate yourself to being able to invest that 1 or 2 straight hours of productive, non-disturbed work, you're going to be able to accomplish way more than you might be in your day job. And the thing is, because you're working for yourself and you're building something that's your own, and that's the great thing. Because a lot of times people are wasting their time to get distracted when it comes to their business. And that's what I mean by it being that you having control of your time can be a bad thing too. Because as an entrepreneur, believe me, I've been there, 2 hands up, guilty of wasting time in my business. I get on the computer thinking, okay, I'm gonna start building my business, or I'm gonna do some things productive, and then I get distracted by YouTube or by Facebook or by doing things that aren't productive, right? Like, for example, sometimes people feel like they're being productive, but they're not actually spending their time on things that are going to produce them an income. An example of that might be of spending hours and hours and hours trying to make their websites look pretty, make their websites look like changing the color scheme on their websites, or maybe designing a page here or there that isn't really relevant to them, actually making an income. And those are things that people feel like they're being productive, but when it comes down to it, it's not going to be something that's going to produce them an income, right? So things that are going to create you an income will be things like writing an email to your email list, maybe creating a sales page. That would be an income producing activity. Recording a content video like this that you can engage people, maybe generate leads from, or just for the sake of creating content for your audience and retaining them, or whatever the case may be, right? So things like this would be income producing activities, and so those are the things that you want to focus on. And so if you focus yourself for an hour or two doing things like this, then I can guarantee you your business is going to grow. But if you spend hours and hours and hours watching videos on YouTube on how to do this and how to do that and not apply it, then you're going to end up exactly where you are. So, when I was working full time, I would spend sometimes I didn't know when I was going to be able to do some of these income producing activities, like writing my emails or recording a video or doing these things. So I quickly learned to find little gaps of time where I was able to do that kind of stuff. So for example, like you see me right now, I'm kind of driving around and recording a video. It might be the safest thing in the world for me to do, but I find that sometimes when I'm driving around, when I'm coming, from here to there to here, sometimes I have a half an hour or an hour in the car where I want to be productive. Often what I do is I listen to a lot of positive audio and work on my mind and my mindset. But sometimes I'll flip on the camera and I'll record a video, because I know that I can then use that content to then share with my audience, right? And so I'm finding kind of that quick little time that I can use to invest into my business. Another example was when I was working my full-time job. Sometimes what I would do is I would find time during my lunchtime to write out my daily email that I would write out to my email list. That was half an hour time, or maybe more of time that I could spend just to work on my business, and because I knew I didn't have that time when I got home, and so I would spend that half an hour doing that, right? Or sometimes when people find that waking up early before they go into work is something that helps them do it. Whatever way that you need to find the time, guys, to be able to work on your business, do it, right? Because that's the main thing, is that there is time in your day. I guarantee it. You just have to find it and be diligent and be committed to want to invest that time in your business, rather than on wasting time flipping through Facebook, watching a TV show that isn't going to add any value and it's not going to actually produce you any income. So I hope that this video brought value for you guys. If you're liking it, make sure that you share it, like it, comment it. Let me know that you're enjoying this content. Let me know about any other content that you'd like for me to create. And if you're looking for some other great content on how to build your business, guys, make sure you head over to netplaymarketing.com. And until next time, guys, let's get out there and have some fun.
You can get more online marketing and training tips at netplaymarketing.com. While you're there, make sure to request access to the NetPlay Marketing Facebook Mastermind group, where you will be able to connect and network with other like-minded entrepreneurs. Find out what's working online right now and get any of your questions answered on how to best grow your business.